Minasan, konnichiwa. Today I will be teaching you the grammar point koto ga aru, which is very important because it's used often in Japanese. Okay, so when do we use koto ga aru? When we want to say that we've had the experience of doing something. It's a little stronger than saying mashita, like I did something shimashita. It adds that we've had the experience of doing something. And also to keep in mind, we use ta form with this grammar. For example, Fujisan ni noborimashita would be just a very simple, kind of vague statement. I've climbed Mount Fuji, but it doesn't sound too exciting when you're saying this to someone. And just for reference, this is Fujisan. It's not Fujiyama, it's Fujisan. So instead, if we want to say that we've had the experience of climbing Mount Fuji, we would say Fujisan ni nobotta koto ga arimasu. It's way more stronger, meaning I have climbed Mount Fuji before, or I've had the experience of climbing Mount Fuji before. Okay, so let's look at another example. Nihon de onsen ni itta koto ga arimasu ka? Onsen, which is hot springs. I actually do recommend you go to an onsen if you go to Japan. So have you ever been to a hot springs in Japan before? Okay, so iku turns into ita because it's ta form. So ita, and then simply just add koto ga arimasu ka. Arimasu yo. So if you want to say, yep, I've done that before, you just say arimasu or aru if it's very casual. You don't have to say itta koto ga arimasu. You can just drop the verb and the koto arimasu. And then in response, the person might say, Boku wa mada itta koto ga nai. So, mada, I still haven't. It's the translation there. Itta koto ga nai. So, it kind of just gives the implication that they haven't gone, but it's not too formal. So, itta koto ga arimasen just turns into ga nai. Okay, so let's put what we learned into use. So I have two images here. Let's try to think of what the Japanese words would be for these two images. Okay, so this is an art museum. And let's think about the sentence structure that I have at the bottom. So, nani nani ni nani nani koto ga arimasu ka? Let's look at the particle right here, ni. That implies a place or a location. So out of these two, I would say an art museum is a location. Art museum in Japanese, of course, is bijutsukan. And then this right here kind of looks like he's working or going to work. So in Japanese, make sure that the verb has the ta right here, right before koto, and right after the verb. The verb is hataraku. But since we're using ta form, don't need the ku. It's hataraita. Kind of hard to say, so practice it a couple times. Bijutsukan ni hataraita koto ga arimasu ka? If you're in an interview and you want to talk about where you worked last, this would be a great grammar to use. I have had the experience of working in an art museum before. And that's all I have for you today. Arigato.